Hey, what is up guys, I'm Rahul and welcome back to another 5 tips episode for Battlefield 4. What we're going to be having a look at today are the suppressors in Battlefield 4, as there's loads more you can pick from than there were in Battlefield 3. In Battlefield 4 though, they are relatively, well, they do basically the same thing. I mean, there's no advantage of picking one over the other. Maybe the looks that can affect what you pick, but overall they do the same thing. So I'm just going to be talking about the suppressors in general. Now my first tip for you guys is about what they actually do. Now the suppressors in Battlefield 4, actually what they do is they just don't show you on the minimap. So when you actually shoot, you won't be seen on the minimap, and it's pretty cool because you can be behind enemy cover and enemy lines, and you can be killing enemies, and you won't be shown on the minimap. So the other enemies won't actually know where you are or where their teammates have been killed from. So that's pretty cool. Like the little triangle, if you don't know what I mean by the minimap, like the little triangle, the red one which appears, that won't appear for when you shoot. However, you can still be spotted when you are using the suppressor. But if all the enemies aren't facing you, then that's really unlikely, and you can just carry on mowing them down. Now the next tip for you guys is what the suppressor actually affects. Now unlike in Battlefield 3, the Battlefield 4 variant of the suppressors do not actually affect the damage of your weapon. So you can still be dropping those people with their one-shot kills to the head, say if you are using a sniper. But what the actual suppressor does affect is the velocity of the bullet, and how far the bullet can travel before it starts to dip. So say you are using a sniper and going for those long-range kills, you have to aim a little bit higher than you normally would, because the drop-off will be a little bit earlier, and also the velocity will be slower. So that means you do have to, say your target's running, you have to aim a little bit more in front of him than you normally would. But if you are using a PDW like I was, or like a pistol, you don't really have to worry about that, because your damage will still be there at the close range, and it'll be easy to take out your enemies, as you'll still have that max damage. And yeah, it'll be pretty cool. Also the when I'm talking about range and stuff, the damage at range, when you have the drop off, so say your weapon starts off 25 damage until 12 meters, and then after that it drops off. Then in Battlefield 4 with the suppressor, it'll mean that 25 damage until say 9 meters, then it drops off. So that kind of range is reduced as well. But like I said, if you are using a close range weapon with a suppressor, you don't really have to worry about that, as you are going to be in that close quarter combat. Now my third tip for you guys is about your teammates. Now when I'm talking about teammates in Battlefield 4, teammates are all well and good if you're going around as a pack, but if you are using a suppressor and they're not, then the whole idea of the suppressor is really just flawed, because they'll be shooting their weapons without a suppressor. They'll be pinged on the minimap, and you personally won't be, but because you'll be with the group of them, enemies will be looking in your general direction, probably pressing the spot key quite a lot, and you'll be spotted, or they'll just be shooting in your general direction. They'll get shots on you and you'll eventually be taken down. So going in with the suppressor, probably best to go with a pack of people using suppressors, or going as a lone wolf, as I was for the majority of the time in this game. And it did work out quite well for me, especially as we were playing team deathmatch, so enemies were always around and I could take most of them out. The fourth tip for you guys is about the sound. Now the suppressors, while they do quieten down the sound of your weapon, they don't actually make it completely silent. So you will still be heard. If someone's got a good headset, they're going to hear you, so they still will know where you are. So I don't think you're going to be ultra sneaky and stuff. If you've got a suppressor, you're going to be heard. However, the range which you can be heard will be reduced a lot, and also the actual sound will be reduced a lot. So if someone is not listening out for it, or they're just playing casually, they're not really going to be hearing you. Only those proper I say casual to hardcore gamers, that they're the ones that are actually going to care. Alright, I would say that on PC there's more hardcore than casual players than on console, because console anyone can play. They just get up, buy it, get the controller and carry on playing. But PC, you actually have to, it's like a commitment and stuff. But I'm not going to go down that route. I'm just going to carry on with the video. So yeah, sound, remember, you're not actually fully silent. You are more than most people, but you're not actually a fully silent player. The final tip for you guys I've got is the weapons that you pick. Now in Battlefield 4, the suppressors, like I said, they don't affect the damage. However, they do affect the drop-offs and stuff. So that kind of makes it an easy choice, I would say. Probably only use it for the close quarter weapons like the PDWs and the pistols. I guess you could also use it for carbines and assault rifles, but weapons you just shouldn't use it for are the LMGs and the sniper rifles, as you don't really get benefit of using them for them. I guess maybe sniper rifles if you are playing a really good aggressive recon, and you are good at playing this aggressive recon, or you are playing on hardcore, that'll be the time to use the suppressor. But most of the time it's not that good, because long range kills, it's much harder if you are using a suppressor. I suppose with the intervention, I guess it's alright to use the suppressor because the bullet speed of that weapon is just so fast. Even the M98B, they've both got the best bullet speeds in the sniper rifle. So if you were wanting to use a suppressor for a sniper rifle, pick one of those two weapons. But that's about it for these for the tips for the suppressors. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Sorry if the gameplay looked kind of bad. I really do not like PS3 at the moment, so I'm trying to get my PC, and when I do get my PC, the quality is going to increase a lot, or I hope so. And yeah, but that will have to be in some time, hopefully sometime this month, but if not, it'll be next month. But I've been Rahul, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I guess I'll catch you on the battlefield.